Good evening. Welcome to Current Affairs. Generally, whenever any political party meeting takes place, so they will try to gather the people from various corners of the state or the country. So it's a general phenomenon that they will try to take various buses. This they will try to take the buses even from the government. So like this RTC, RTC Road Transport Corporation, or they will also hire these private vehicles, including that of children, that is including that of the schools. And basically those buses are meant for transporting the children, so one from one place to the so-called this the schools. But how many people in the country has the dynamism or the approach to question the government on this? But it has been questioned by one person by name Devansh Jain. So this boy is from Madhya Pradesh. So recently, what I've seen that there was a meeting in Madhya Pradesh, so which was attended by the Prime Minister. So obviously, you need to gather so many people. It is the responsibility of the political party, because if the Prime Minister is coming, if nobody is there, that will be looking very very awkward. So in order to gather the people, they started hiring the so-called the school buses. And one of the principals, one of the schools where this boy was studying, Devansh Jain, so it has been announced that tomorrow there is no school because there is no bus. That is the reason why you can enjoy at home. It seems that this boy, who is this in the eighth standard, so he wrote a letter to the Prime Minister's office saying that, is your meeting important or my school is important? So this cannot be this common people, they cannot question this. But for the first time, the dynamism has been shown by this boy, and it is really shameful on the part of every political party, especially those parties that are there in the power. So to hire these school buses like this, if you are hiring on some other holidays, that's a different issue, but it's a working day. So because of somebody's meeting, political party's meeting, why the school has to be cancelled? Clearly, that's why the school has to be closed. And this has been questioned by the so-called one of the boys from Madhya Pradesh. Considered to be very dynamic activity. It's really wonderful. Next one is Ms. Sushma Swaraj, the External Affairs Minister of India. It seems that she has so many followers in the online, in the form of the Twitter. It seems that she is on par or sometimes more than the followers of Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. Amitabh Bachchan is a cinema actor, very popular person. Everybody knows him, and he has so many followers. More than that, sometimes it is the Miss Sushma Swaraj. She has followers, and every time for one reason or the other reason, good reason rather, for good reasons, she is always there in the news, and she is considered to be the most dynamic minister as far as the current government is concerned. She is utilizing the online facilities very effectively, and she is trying to address the problems of the peoples. That is the reason why when some people are losing, the passports, those passports are being arranged by Mrs. Sushma Swaraj. Directly, she is intervening into all these things. It's a good thing. Clear. So this was very much there in the news some time back. You must have observed this. Like this a couple who were supposed to leave for Italy, and that woman, she has lost the passport, and that man, he was traveling alone, and during that time she tweeted, and he tweeted and he tagged Ms. Sushma Swaraj that he is going alone, and immediately Sushma Swaraj said that let your wife contacts me, and I'll see that she'll be there with you. So in a very very fast manner, the duplicate passport has been arranged. How many people in the country are getting benefits like this? That is what important. So there are so many people, lakhs of people even today also, because of any reason, if they lose the passport, it is becoming very difficult for them to get back that passport. It's wonderful The External Affairs Minister has taken it seriously and she has arranged a duplicate passport to that woman. Why can't our honorable minister does the same thing for all the people who lost the passports because of any reason? That is the reason why a minister is expected to serve the needs of all the people equally, right? Whatever she is doing, that may be good, appreciated, but there is a lot to be done. You are doing, so you can do much better, Mr. Sushma Swaraj, right? So next, I would like to speak to you with respect to maternity leave, and it has been passed by the so-called the both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha sometime back, right? So probably 45 days to 2 months back. So I was discussing with respect to the so-called the maternity leave, the leave that is given to a working employee, working woman during the time of the pregnancy. So that is 12 weeks. That was 12 weeks all these days, and the amendment has been taken place, and the 12 weeks has been increased to 26 weeks. It's really wonderful, so that you are allowing the mother to be there with the infant for a longer period of time, and the infant needs a mother, especially during the early stages. And I was talking to you so many times with respect to the importance of the breastfeeding to the infant. Clear? So this is a wonderful thing. And Of course, the government has also sorry the parliament has also amended that even in the case of surrogate mothers, or even in the case of the adoption, some people they will adopt the babies, right? It's a very very good thing. And even for those people also, so there is an accommodation in this particular amendment bill, and for them 12 weeks is granted. Clear? For maternity leave for mothers, it has been increased to 26 weeks, but for surrogate mothers and for the women who are adopting the children, they are given 12 weeks of leave. This is the paid leave. That's really a wonderful wonderful thing. Clear? So with respect to this, I would like to show one question, rather one question. I'll show it to you. So please have a look at this. Look at this. Which of the following country provides highest number of maternal leaves? Maternal leaves. Sorry. Maternity. Maternity leaves. United States of America, Canada, Norway, India. India is 26. Okay. So now once it comes into operation, it will become 26. But otherwise, it is 50 weeks in Canada. Right? 50 weeks in Canada. There's a very, very large number. Rather, it's a very, very good thing. So you are allowing the mother to be there with the child for quite long period of time. And some people will argue that so too many leaves, right? So during the time of this pregnancy and after that one, does it hamper the work? Right? Does it hamper the work? Definitely the work will be hampered. But the most beautiful thing is that, so if you allow the woman to stay with the infant for like this, so that will lead to more productivity of the work of that woman later. So because she'll be there with the infant and enjoying very nice time with the baby, right? And after that, whenever she comes back to the work, she'll be ready in a ready position to deliver more qualitative work. Clear? Now, so I would like to say one thing. I would like to show you one more question. I think I have one more question with me, and I'll just show it to you. So before that, let me tell you a few points. Salaries of the so-called members of the parliament. So after the Seventh Pay Commission report and the recommendations have been accepted, the salaries of the government employees have been increased like anything. It's a good thing, rather. So because this, it will motivate them to work in a better manner. So you are allowing them to spend more because the inflation rate is also very very high. So that is the reason why it's a periodical operation that is done by the government. But similar type of procedure is absent for the members of the parliament. That is the reason why whenever the members of the parliament will demand for hike, immediately a joint parliamentary committee will be constituted, and according to the suggestions that are given by the joint parliamentary committee, the parliament is increasing the salaries of the members of the parliament. The same thing is also happening at the state legislatures. That's the reason why very high salaries, some MLAs in few states, they are enjoying like anything. That is the reason why there is a lot of variation in the salaries of the MLAs from one state to the other state. But I am talking to you with respect to the members of the parliament. So the members of the parliament, they themselves will decide about their own salaries. So they decide something, they will introduce a bill, they will pass a bill, and they will try to enjoy more salaries. But the biggest problem, their salaries must be increased. Clear, their salaries must be increased, there is no doubt. But there is no rationality behind their argument. On what basis you are increasing it? So there is no answer for this. The only one thing is, for example, see here, for fifth pay, for the government employees, you are appointing the pay commissions. And that is the reason why we were discussing about the seventh pay commission. First, second, third, fourth, and the latest one is the seventh pay commission, and those recommendations are being implemented now. But what happens to the members of the parliament? Is there any rationality? Is there any commission for them? Answer is no. Answer is no. Every time, whenever they want to increase the salaries, joint parliamentary committee will be constituted. What do you mean by joint parliamentary committee? The members of the parliament, both from the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, some members will be picked up and a committee will be constituted, and that committee is called the Joint Parliamentary Committee. And the members of that committee, headed by a chairman, they will sit together and discuss together and give the suggestions to the parliament, and most of the times the parliament is accepting. And most of the times they are suggesting for the increase in the so-called the salaries. Clear? So everybody likes it. If my salary is increased, obviously the people will be happy and they'll be voting for this. That's the reason why, without any discussions, most of the times, so these bills will be accepted. Clear? That is the reason why it is very much there in the news. But my question is that what is the rationality behind increasing the salaries of members of the parliament? If I'm saying members of the parliament, that is also applicable to the members of the state legislatures. There is no rationality. Clear? That is one point. But for the examination point of view, because it is there in the news, there may be a possibility of the question. Kindly remember, who will increase the salaries of the members of the parliament? Answer is by the parliament by passing a bill. That's it. But now I have a question with me. I'll show you that question. Clear? Now just have a look at this. So here it is. Canada is over now. Already I have shown you this. Right, look at this. Who of the following is the chairman of the Joint Parliamentary Committee on Salaries and Allowances? Venkaiah Naidu, Jyotiraditya Scindia, Manishankar Iyer, Yogi Adityanath. Hopefully you know all these names, right? The topmost person, Mr. Venkaiah Naidu, he's a minister of cabinet rank in the union government, BJP. Jyotiraditya Scindia, Congress Party. Manishankar Iyer, Congress Party, right? And if you look at the last person, Yogi Adityanath. So this person is always there in the news, and he makes certain controversial statements. And very frequently he comes in the news, right? So now the question is that, out of these four, who is the chairman for the Joint Parliamentary Committee on Salaries and Allowances? And the answer is Yogi Adityanath. Kindly remember, it's a possible question in any examination. Clear? So answer should be D. Yes. Answer is D. This is the Yogi Adityanath. Right? Now. Right. Right. See, so I have some more information to discuss, but let me discuss all those things with you tomorrow. Fine. So I thank you so much for being with me this evening, and I wish you all the very, very best. Take very good care of yourself. Good night. Thank you.